guys, this is ROCLEGION. Welcome to the Studio Plug channel. Today I'm going to walk you through how I made a Partynextdoor type of beat. It's pretty up-tempo, kind of has a dancehall vibe to it, but evokes a lot of emotion. That signature Partynextdoor, kind of depressed and dreary, kind of wavy sound. The first section I'm going to discuss is the piano and the pad. So this is the introduction to the track. Lush sounding pad. The chord progression is quite sad, quite chilling. It's quite calming at the same time. So on top of the pad in the introduction of this track, I have an acapella from Usher, and the acapella is from Let It Burn. And let me solo this acapella out for you guys to hear. Very nice. So once you combine this with the pads on the introduction, you get the following. As you can see, I pitch the vocals down 7 semitones to align with the key of the pads. Okay, so that's what we got so far. I added a small little segment of DJ scratches, which is very subtle in sound. I mean, you can barely hear this, but it adds a bit of texture. So you can hear it there, or you may not be able to hear it, I'm not sure. The other section, the introduction, is a bell tree. You should be able to hear it right now. So that's the introduction of the track. Now we're going to work on the next segment, and with the next segment we have a piano that has the exact same chords as the pad. Has obviously the turntable scratches. And it also has more acapellas. So it carries the same acapellas as the introduction, but at a higher octave. And let me just solo out each acapella. So here it is here. Okay, and I added a third acapella that kind of acts like a hit when the beat comes in, and listen to it here. And this makes a lot more sense once you bring in the piano, and it sounds like this. So a lot of emotion, but high in tempo where it can still have that kind of bounce. Let me introduce the bass, and I use the massive plugin here, if it decides to open up for me, that is. Okay, yeah. So the bass I use is Brian Beam, and the bass is probably my favorite element of this track. It provides a real bounce, and you can hear it here. incorporate this with the other elements. The next segment is arpeggiator. So let me solo the arpeggiator. It's from Albino. Drum spec synth. So it's quite intricate, but it's working off the chords of the pad and the piano. So once that segment is, it enters the verse, and I incorporate strings in here, which I can solo for you here. Lovely sounding string section, which can be found in Nexus in the single layer pads under phasing pad 3. So the arpeggiator complements this section, and then we also have the acapella with a different section of the acapella for Let It Burn from Usher.
You've been gone for too long. It's not with you. You've been gone for too long.
So let me solo that piece of the acapella.
It's not with you. You've been gone for too long.
Which is a beautiful acapella in my humble opinion. So let me showcase the drums. So this is what the drums sound like. That's the kick. The snare. Hi-hats. The velocity change there provides a swing. You can also hear a bit of a snare roll. You can see right there. Pretty bouncy. So I created the drums with the bass in mind, and I wanted kind to interplay the bass and the kick drum, and they complement each other pretty well, and you can hear that here. So it hits together simultaneously. Tie this all together. So here's the beat dropping. So, tying up the beat, we added a couple more effects and layers. So a saw, can be heard there. As the beat enters another section, we have the bell trees as mentioned earlier on, which I pretty much incorporated quite heavily in this actually. It complements a dreamy atmosphere to the beat, I guess, with sounds with the beat. Then we have reverse, which I've used in nearly every beat I think I've ever made. Here it is. Oh, just missed it. 1 second. Here. And then lastly, we have the sprinkles. Pretty much like the bell tree, just a different version. And adds to the dream, adds to the atmosphere, adds to the vibe. There you can hear it. So that's the beat, guys. Made this beat a couple of weeks ago. I enjoyed this beat myself. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I hope you enjoyed the process of me showcasing how I created it. Feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, let me know if you mess with this beat or not, and visit my channel over in ROCLEGION. And as mentioned in previous videos, I'm going to be dropping a MIDI kit in a couple of weeks, and it will have an entire slew of different chord progressions, different MIDI structures for you to play with in order to drive some inspiration for your own beats. That's going to be dropping soon, but in the meantime I'm going to continue dropping tutorials like this. If you have any requests in terms of beats you want to hear, let me know, and I'll speak to you next time. Thanks for your time, guys.